Guys, I may have just blown it. Y'all, I'm struggling right now. It's November 7th, Saturday. It's 75 degrees outside. Yeah, I don't understand what this heat wave is all about, but this is just not good deer hunting weather. Needless to say, I'm still going out anyway. I'm going to head over down the trail. I'll pick which stand I want. I don't really know. I could either hunt in my brother's stand or I could hunt in my stand. And we got a couple new stands that we need to actually get hung up, but it's kind of too late for that. Dad's been kind of sick the last couple weeks, so we weren't able to hang anything, and I'm by myself, so nobody's here with me. I'm all alone. Usually Dad and Dylan are here, but this is kind of weird. So we'll see if we can get something done. Steve, my neighbor, is here on his property, so if I shoot anything, I know I should have his help. But we'll see what happens. Walking on the way to the stand, and right here on the main trail. Look at that. That is a fresh rub. Holy cow. I don't see any more in the immediate spot, but that just means that there's a deer coming somewhere, either up the main trail or from camp somewhere that's coming and doing that right there. That's a buck I'd like to see. Well, I made it to the stand, and as hot as it is, I don't know what we're going to see. And I thought about, on the main trail, veering off and going towards my brother Dylan's stand. There's like a little water mineral hole that we put in there years ago that I thought would be really good if as hot as it being, deer stop, get a drink, whatever. I was so close to doing that, but I decided not to, so that he wouldn't be mad if I shot a big boy out of it, and that he could potentially shoot one next weekend. So I decided to hold back. And honestly, I'm glad that I came to my stand, because directly in the shooting lane in front of me at 35 yards, there's a nice tree with a big old rub on it that's decently fresh. So I'm hoping that big boy walks by tonight, and if not, maybe we'll get him next weekend during the rifle season. But it's just so hot that I don't know if anything's going to be moving, but we're going to give it our all and see what we can do. That thing is tore up. It's directly in front of me. Like I said, it's about 35 yards, so I would love to see what made that walk by tonight, because that is just in the absolute perfect spot for a shot. Maybe a little bit longer than I'd want it to be, but if he walks anywhere in the shooting lane, there's a good chance he's done. Guys, I may have just blown it. I had the camera down, and I did a little grunt on the grunt tube and a little rattling, and literally all of a sudden behind me to my left, a nice buck trotting through the woods. So he either winded me or saw me doing all that, and he's gone. So I didn't even have the camera on because I don't have enough hands and I forgot my camera arm. But I'm just sick to my stomach right now, because it was a nice buck that hopefully was coming right in, but I didn't look behind me in time. So that's hunting, I guess, but damn, I'm gonna be feeling that one for a minute. So that buck came from behind me down in this little valley, and when I saw him running, he was here, and he ran all the way. He ran all the way through there, all the way behind all that brush. He came all the way around and crossed the main trail up here, and there's a valley on that other side. And he didn't have a tail up or anything during all that, but he knew I was here. He knew it was me, or he saw me move from doing the rattling, and I'm just I'm going to want that one back. Because that's what happened in 2018, the year I shot my big buck out of this stand. He caught me the weekend before, and then the next weekend I shot him. So hopefully he didn't really know what I was, and hopefully he'll be back maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow morning or next week. But man, I'm gonna want that back. Well, that did not go the way that I wanted it to. Was not able to see that buck again. Zero deer movement at all outside of that one buck. Walking back on the main trail right before, it's pretty dark and I had my headlamp on. A big bodied deer just jumped across the trail right before you get to where our cabin is. So that's 2 deer that I saw today at least. I just wish I would have been able to arrow that buck. And just looking like with my binoculars at that area, just at more trees and just really studying them a little bit more without walking up to them. There's so many rubs on pretty good sized trees right at that spot. So hopefully, knowing that's that buck's area. That's his core area. That's where I need to be. But it's the rut and it's really unexpected. So you never really know where these bucks are going to be at. Chasing the hot does. It could be in their normal bedding area. It could be on a whole nother part of the property. It's really hard to say because the rut is just sometimes so unexpected. And for me, I'm kind of at a point where I don't want to hunt that stand in the morning. I want to back out and give him a little bit of space so it's not overpressured. If that buck, if he was trotting and running, bouncing through the woods because he heard me or he saw me move, then I definitely want to back out. If it's because he was on the trail of a hot doe that I didn't see go by, unless she was way further back than I thought and crossed way more left than what I could see past the brush, I don't really know, but I want to give him some time, because with all that sign around there, it's really hopeful that next weekend during the rifle season, that if I just back out and move back in, as long as nobody shoots him this week with a bow, then I should be okay, hopefully. So gonna kind of reevaluate for the morning and see what goes on. If I go out, I may hunt Dylan's stand. It is supposed to rain. There's a chance of rain in the morning, so my hunting plans might just be washed out anyway. We'll see. So I'm gonna hang out here at camp by myself. I got my dinner. I have 2 of these, so I'm gonna crush those and just hang out, watch a movie or 2, and then go to bed and see what the morning brings. So sorry guys, no deer this week, but we'll try to get them next week.